Hi everyone, how are you? So many Fatin Bidi people have been asking me to bring a filling thin recipe to this channel. And since everyone loves it, right, I'm sure you were also there waiting for something good to put in your cakes. And I want to share a filling that is super traditional. It goes really well with chilled cakes, birthday cakes, and even wedding cakes. It used to be used a lot in the past, and it hasn't gone out of style, even though there are a bunch of super popular fillings out there. This is still one of the most used fillings for cakes, both wedding and birthday cakes. It's a pineapple filling, guys, and it's wonderful. This time I'm going to make it with a cream that's very similar to the Belgian cream I've already posted here on the channel. But let's make it a bit more stable, give it some more color so it doesn't fall apart when you put it in your cake. A lot of people are also saying that their filling is falling apart, asking Corinne, what are you doing? It's getting too runny, and when you transport the cake, right, when you go to take it somewhere, it ends up shifting and breaking your cake. So today, sit tight and write down the tip I'm going to share so your filling turns out really firm and you don't run the risk of it falling apart, okay? So let's get started. Grab your notebook and write down the ingredients. Here I have a finely chopped pearl pineapple. Look, everyone. I don't usually blend it. I prefer to chop it up really finely, okay? One pineapple gives you about 400 grams of chopped fruit. I'll weigh it out precisely for you. Here I have half a liter of milk and 250 grams of refined sugar. If you want, you can put the crystal here. There's no problem. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 395 grams, and 1 small carton of heavy cream, 200 grams. And here the cornstarch, which is important in this recipe, okay? I have 40 grams or 4 tablespoons. In this case, if you want to freeze this filling, swap the cornstarch for wheat flour. It's being used here as a thickener. And this is the secret trick. You know, I've told you many times that people have been sending me emails saying their fillings are falling apart. You need a thickener in your filling. This isn't a brigadeiro, folks. This is a filling. It's a cream. Add a thickener, either cornstarch or wheat flour in the same amount, okay? And now you're going to follow the recipe the way I'm going to show you. Yeah. And you'll see that your cake filling won't fall apart anymore. The first thing I'm going to do is cook this pineapple. You should never put pineapple in a filling without cooking it first, otherwise it will make your cake sour. And look how easy this is. I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. So I'm going to put all the chopped pineapple into the pan, okay? And also the sugar. Guys, it's necessary to add the sugar. Don't worry, because it won't be sweet, it won't be excessively so. Don't worry, I'll give you some tips along the way. Stir it a little, see? And now what are you going to do? Don't add any water because pineapple has a lot of water. I'm going to take it to cook. I'm just going to grab it here and put it on my stove, and you're going to let it cook here. I'll show you the right point later until it turns that deeper, more intense yellow. But hold on, I'll show you, okay? While it's cooking, I'm going to light the stove and start making the cream here. And to make the cream, the first thing I do is dissolve the cornstarch in the condensed milk. That's the best way. It dissolves easily, okay? So let's move on to the next pan now while this one cooks. So condensed milk in the pan. And since it's cornstarch, yeah, you don't need to sift it. You can just add it right in. If it were flour, I would recommend sifting it, okay? Stir well until the cornstarch is completely dissolved. And it's super quick, see? Is it dissolved? No more lumps. Now we can add the milk and the heavy cream. Meanwhile, my pineapple will keep cooking over there. Okay, guys? I'm going to stir both at the same time here. So milk, half a liter, right? And the heavy cream. Always give the heavy cream a little stir before adding it in, because if it's a bit lumpy, it'll dissolve, okay? Stir everything before putting it on the stove. Now I'm going to take this cream to the stove until it gets a much deeper color. It's not just about making a cream and turning it off. You'll see what happens. When it starts to boil, you keep stirring. Let me just switch the other one here. Hold on, guys. I get confused. There. I'm going to leave my pineapple and my cream here. Come over here and we'll show both at the same time. Well, now I continue here with my straight spatula at the bottom, which is very important, a silicone spatula. And I keep cooking here on low heat, never on high heat. Yeah, with filling, we always have to work, on low heat, okay? And in just a bit, I'll show you the right consistency here. The other one is cooking as well. I'm on very low heat. My cream has already started to thicken. Look, very low heat. Can you see here? But this, guys, is not enough. Since it started to thicken, I turned the heat down even lower, made it really low. And I'm going to keep stirring here for 10 minutes, okay? It needs to cook really well. I don't want this white cream like this. And here, I already have my pineapple boiling, okay? It's already cooking. Leave it there. It's going to take a little while, all right? Continuing here. Guys, look at my cream. See how it is? Let me download more. Yeah, I've been here for 10 minutes. Look how firm it is. You see? Look, it has to be like this, guys. Okay? So for your cream to turn out like this, that cream that won't fall apart, this is it. Look, even if it's already thickened, look, you have to scoop it up like this and it should take a while to fall. Not just drop, because once it cools down, it'll get even firmer. So once it started boiling and thickening at the first stage, I lowered the heat even more and kept stirring it here for 10 minutes. All right? That's the secret to keeping the cream from falling apart. And here I have the pineapple, which is still going to take a while. This pineapple is still very pale. Look, really pale. Let it cook because it needs to change color. Look at this cream, guys. Just look at it. I'm going to leave it here because I need to cover it, right, with plastic wrap so it doesn't form a skin on top while it cools. And later I'll tell you how I handle the pineapple here on top, okay? Press the plastic wrap right onto the surface of the cream because you can't just put it over the top. So place it right here like this and leave it here until we're done with our pineapple, which will take a little while. Look at how the pineapple should be, guys. Check this out. Look at the color. Right? Nice and dry. All the syrup is gone. And another thing, don't let it burn, okay? This is a pineapple jam here. It's really a sweet preserve. Look at this, all right? It's ready here. And I'm going to take it out now. Well, now you have several options for working with this filling. You can put the cream on the bottom and this pineapple on top of the cream. So when you cut the cake, it stays separated and it looks beautiful. Another suggestion is that you can blend this pineapple and really make it into a jam, okay? Or you can mix the pineapple into the cream like I'm going to do here now, all right? But there are different ways of doing it, but both work well. Look, the cream is right here. It's still warm. It hasn't cooled down completely. I like to mix the pineapple in while it's still warm. And now, look at this, everyone. Be honest. You can add as much as you want. If you don't want to mix it all in, if you want to save a little to put on top, I'll leave a bit here. And let's keep stirring, okay? Look at this cream, right? Stir it. Well. Can you imagine a chilled cake with this filling? No, it's amazing. Look at this, everyone. It's wonderful. You can really see the little pieces of pineapple. Beautiful, right? And if you want, you can add a little more. I love pineapple, so I'm going to add Well, and there we have it. Our delicious filling is now all ready. Just take a look at this. Isn't it absolutely perfect? It really does look wonderful, if I may say so myself. It's just so inviting. It's a total hit, everyone. So, good. I'll see you in the next class with another delicious recipe, okay? Like and share, okay? Don't forget. See you next time. Bye-bye.